Good evening. You're watching Ukraine Brief on TVP World. Today marks the 1,302nd day since Russia launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine, and this is the latest. I'm Claudia Chernihiv. We begin with another Ukraine Brief with another wave of Russian attacks across the country. Russia continues to launch Shahed-type attack drones deep into Ukrainian territory alongside artillery strikes against frontline cities and towns. As a result of these attacks, at least 4 civilians have been killed and more than 50 wounded across Ukraine in the past 24 hours. According to Ukraine's Air Force, Russia launched 172 Shahed-type drones along with 1 ballistic missile and 1 anti-aircraft guided missile. In this video, you can see one of the Shahed drones being shot down with a machine gun as Ukraine's Air Forces use all means at their disposal to intercept the incoming UAVs. In the Donetsk region, 1 civilian was killed in the city of Kostiantynivka and at least 14 others were wounded, according to regional governor Vadim Filashkin. Russian forces are constantly striking the Kramatorsk and Bakhmut areas, damaging apartment buildings, private houses, and other civilian infrastructure. In the Kharkiv region, 6 people were wounded due to the strikes as Russian forces launched 2 aerial bombs and other types of suicide drones across the region. In the Kherson region, 1 civilian was killed and 15 others were wounded in Russian strikes yesterday, which also damaged 9 apartment blocks and private houses, according to the regional governor. In the Zaporizhzhia region, Russian strikes killed 1 civilian and wounded at least 23 others, including 4 children in Zaporizhzhia city itself and the surrounding area. In the Chernihiv region in northern Ukraine, Russian forces attacked with multiple launch rocket systems, damaging private houses, cars, and other infrastructure, and wounding 1 person. And now we're back on the front line. Russian forces continue advancing in the Kostiantynivka-Drushkivka tactical area of Donetsk region. According to the Institute of the Study of War, Moscow recently made gains within southeastern Kostiantynivka along the highway linking the city to Bakhmut, stopping less than 10 kilometers from the city center. According to the regional governor, around 6,000 people still live in Kostiantynivka, which suffers relentless artillery shelling and drone attacks, with Russian forces reportedly dropping at least 10 bombs on the city every day. Russian FPV drones constantly patrol the skies, making movement nearly impossible. Police are racing against time to evacuate residents from the frontline city as the threat from UAVs intensifies. In this video, you can see police officers taking an elderly woman to safety, using special drone detectors and moving quickly before enemy UAVs can spot them. One can say, "I am very lucky," said the evacuee as police officers were driving her to a safe place. Advancing Russian forces are now just 6 to 10 kilometers from the city, which is a vital logistics hub. Today, the State Emergency Service of Ukraine is celebrating the Rescuers' Day. President Volodymyr Zelensky met with the service's staff, congratulated them on their holiday, and presented members with state awards. Rescuers from the State Emergency Service are the first responders coming after Russian attacks. They save lives and put out fires. Just this year, they have extinguished nearly 80,000 fires, covering an area of 20 square kilometers. The vast majority of these fires were caused by Russian attacks. In 2025, the State Emergency Services saved more than 2,000 lives in Ukraine. Its Phoenix groups are actively evacuating people from dangerous frontline areas. Since the start of the full-scale war, 107 rescuers have died in the line of duty. President of the European Parliament Roberta Metsola made an official visit to Kyiv today to discuss Ukraine's accession efforts, sanctions against Russia, and other important issues. She met with Ukrainian officials and members of the parliament and held a meeting with President Zelensky. President Metsola emphasized the unwavering support of the European Parliament and the European Union for Ukraine amid Russia's ongoing war. She reassured that this support will be intensified to help Ukrainians prepare for the approaching winter months, underscoring the EU's commitment to Ukraine's peace and stability. She also gave a speech at the Ukrainian Parliament.
Ukraine will prevail. But how soon that peace comes and on what terms depends on you, because nothing can be, should be, or will be decided about Ukraine without Ukraine.
Metsola also held a joint press conference with President Zelensky, during which he spoke about air defense systems. Zelensky mentioned that Ukraine has received more than $2 billion from partners specifically under the PURL mechanism, paid for by non-U.S. allies, and that the additional funds are expected in October, with another $3.5 to $3.6 billion anticipated. That's all from Ukraine for now. Thank you so much for tuning to Ukrainian Brief. I'm Claudia Czerwińska. Thank you for joining, and I hope to see you back here on TVP World in just a moment.